Hey guys, what's up? On this video I'll be starting the Alien campaign on Alien vs Predator 2. This year I believe was the best Alien experience given us so far by the Alien games. Not only because you go through all the Alien life cycle, you go through all the stages, you get to play as the facehugger, the chest burster, and then eventually a grown alien drone. But also the storyline, the setting, I mean the game in general, the AVP2 in general, the whole setting that we have here, the whole world building, the lore that we have in this game, just makes like pretty much like playing as any species just much better. So yeah, you guys can notice here that my alien looks different from the default that you guys might have in your game. I'm using the Giger skin, which is a skin that I downloaded online like years ago, which makes the alien kind of look like the one from the original movie, which is my favorite design. So yeah, let's get into it. First mission, Bird. I'm gonna be doing this campaign also on hard, because hardcore doesn't let me save the game, and I just don't like the whole thing about having to restart the whole game, even though some levels are quite short. I'm just trying to not try really hard in this playthrough. Our first cutscene is gonna be around like 10 years before the events in the Monolith campaign that we played. Objective to locate Xenomorph 5. This is one of the first outposts that they built in this planet. This here was probably around 2000, I think maybe 3 or 4. They started getting to this planet. The humans arrived in this planet in the year 2221. But they took them a few years until they could develop the pods and the primary operation complex. This here is going to be a flashback to a section that we're going to learn more about later on. It's the first expedition which Eisenberg, the guy that was in charge of the whole expedition as of now, was a member of, and he was its sole survivor, which left him traumatized and with an alien phobia, pretty much. Like, he's very traumatized and touchy about the aliens. And here we just get a look at him. But we only get to know more in details about this stuff that happened in the Predator campaign. Actually, it's kind of weird. Like I mentioned many times, the stuff from one campaign completes another one. In the Predator campaign, in the first mission, there is a hidden location with a bunch of notes, which gives us information about that. So we have this big cargo ship that is going to the planet LV-1201. The game right now takes place at the end of November, which is like it's a few months before the events in the Marine campaign. The Marine campaign takes place in January 6th, starts in January 6th, on the year 2231. This one is from November, end of November from 2230. There we go, the date there.
The committee is concerned, Doctor. The loss of Pod 5 is a major blow.
Setbacks are to be expected.
Yes, Dr.
The events in regards to the loss of Pod 5 are explained in the Primal
We've made
campaign.
considerable strides in deciphering the alien chemistry.
The committee wants commercial
This woman came here to evaluate Eisenberg's work and just pretty much giving her a hard time for his latest actions.
There's
Because
even
of the
a rumor
events in
you
Primal
want to
Hunt.
try to
The
harness
ship that we
and
saw, the
control
cargo
the
ship,
Hive.
came
I'm not
here
responsible
because
for
of that
what
as well.
politicians choose to believe.
I would hate to see your attitude jeopardize your future here.
I'm not about to let this project get away from me. File that in your report.
We are, as of now, in the Primary Operation Complex, which is the facility that the Marines come to investigate in January later in the next year. Here is going to be kind of a prequel to the events in the Marine campaign. We're going to be find out exactly what happened to the Primary Operation Complex, what caused its fall, and it being overrun by aliens eventually.
You're late. What's that?
The package is larger than normal, so
So
is
here
your
we have
payment.
Dunya, the bitch that knocked us out
do
in the
not
Marine campaign,
open
is smuggling something out of the planet, which is I mentioned before, Rikov, the security chief of the pods of the planet here, that works for Eisenberg. He engages in a lot of smuggling just to get extra money, since he is mercenaries. He sends his mercenaries to his bidding, and this guy here is just a corrupt captain at the POC that is willing to do some work for him.
What's the problem? Richter, General Rykov wants to see you, now. You gotta be kidding. I'm scheduled for departure in 15. Schedule's changed. Get moving. Oh, come on, Lloyd, give me a break. Let's go, hotshot.
Unfortunately for them, that guy is just an idiot that he couldn't place the package in the right position. He ended up falling down, and the package was a fucking alien egg. And because of the just bumping down, it makes some movement noise, whatever, and end up waking up the goddamn facehugger. And just because of this tiny little mistake, which is kind of Rikov's fault, Rikov and Dunya's fault, because she's agreed to do this stuff for him, Because of that, this little alien is gonna escape, and it's gonna lead eventually to the fall of this whole complex. We're talking about like, I think the primary operation complex has the population of like 1,000, so 1,000 people are gonna die just because of this little smuggling operation, trying to just send an alien egg off world, which is something that Eisenberg never wanted. Eisenberg is very touchy about the specimens getting misplaced. He doesn't mind about the artifacts technology being smuggled and like being sold into black market, but alien specimens is very touchy about that. And because of Rykov willing to do something like this and the other people involved in this, it's gonna just lead to a bunch of bad things happening to the two people here. So now we are looking for a host. We learned in the briefing about the incident. The incident is always referring to the fall of the POC. When returning training manuals. In laboratory conditions, containment fails less than 1% of the time. Most failures, when they occur, result in the escape of the first life stage of the xenomorph, the facehugger. Facehugger are remarkably quick and cunning, possessing an innate drive to avoid detection and to find appropriate isolated hosts. So we're like, even the facehugger, we're not brain dead. We're not just gonna try to facehug and rape the first human that we see like instantly. No, he's actually a smart creature that he's trying to look for appropriate host. So he must be someone that is away from this. He probably knows from the genetic memory that aliens share that if he tries to host someone that there's other humans close by, they're probably gonna kill him, and the alien won't be able to have the birth that way, you know. I believe that most failures result in this alien here because usually the eggs are very sensitive to opening, and the facehugger is very small, so I can understand why most times the escapes come from facehuggers.
Don't sass me, soldier.
We're hearing there the lieutenant, which is a character that is kind of mentioned in a test log in the Marine campaign. This lieutenant are gonna be following him through the level, and he's gonna be the one that we're gonna facehug. Because he's kind of an asshole. Like the game was like trying to make a joke that, oh, this guy is an asshole. That's why he's gonna be the one facehugging and not everybody else. Like, it's gonna be like a karma approach. We have to find the isolated host for implantation. Implantation. That's a very interesting way to use the word rape. There was the ship we ended up getting because of this. There was like this tunnel that was connected to the ship where we were about to leave the planet on, and the facer ended up escaping. I do like the design here at the POC. It reminds me a little bit of the Hadley Hope from Aliens. Here we're gonna be able to see how the everyday life was, the people working here, because in the Marine campaign when we end up getting some months later, there's no one left pretty much. Like over a month later, because the game, this one is last week of November. In Marine campaign it's the first week of January, so it's like a little over a month and like a week or two. Here we're following the lieutenant, yeah. He's pretty much like an asshole to everybody else.
Yes, sir.
That guy has issues.
Yes, he's like the anti-social asshole of this place. That's why he's getting raped.
Is it necessary to stand right in the middle of the corridor?
No, sir.
Idiot.
So even though the alien campaign, you're an alien, you don't have much of a character, you don't have anything like, you don't have like a personality, you don't have like, your cutscenes only involve you as a character. But in this game, a lot the other characters, humans surround you, have a lot of dialogue, and it helps a lot in just getting you more into the world, you know, a little about the world building, the lore, about what's happening around you. You have also the test logs to give you more context to the storyline.
Why aren't you men at your usual posts?
Sir, Sergeant Cole said.
I don't care what Sergeant
Yeah,
Cole
he's a
said.
lieutenant. Lieutenant is above sergeant, so
Yes, sir.
his word is worth more, right?
That's what I thought you said. Now get out of my sight.
This guy is like,
Somebody get maintenance down here to fix this frickin' door.
and it took me like years to realize that the guy that I got to face at the end of this level is actually that guy, because they all look the same. Like they all have to like this. Most of them, I think we have like only 3 or 4 corporate character models. Everybody looks the same pretty much.
Somebody hacked the system, I'm serious.
Just drop it already.
I'm talking about permanent changes to the database, duty rosters, inventory, specimen
Specimen samples,
all
yes.
kinds of
Someone just stole a fucking
Check
egg,
the
and
log.
that's gonna be the death of all of you.
stuff. No record. Whoever did this was a pro. I'm betting it was one of Rykov's cronies.
Yes. One of
do you have
his
against that guy,
mercenaries, the
anyway?
Iron Bears.
Do you trust him? You know he got kicked out of the military.
He didn't get kicked out. He was honorably discharged for medical reasons. One of the bears told me.
You believe a mercenary?
You shouldn't, but at this point,
is
he's
that
kind of
someone's
right,
been
and we're gonna
messing
find
with
out
the
more about Rikov's
Yeah, and my
past
point
in the
is,
party
it's
campaign.
better if someone else makes the report. Why get involved? Did it happen on your shift?
Now that you mention it.
Besides, you bring the heat down your own
Yeah,
dumbass.
in the
I'm gonna
pods,
get
not
burned
only the
too.
pods, like in this plant, both at the pods and the POC, they have this policy: just don't talk about it. Just keep quiet about any bad things that you see, because otherwise you're gonna be the scapegoat of this, and you might die because of it. People might take it on you if you're not willing to just play by the rules and keep quiet. Because there's a lot of corruption, a lot of smuggling, a lot of bad things, wrongdoings happening here. It's not a very nice place for you to work at.
You going on duty?
Yeah.
Hold up a sec. Let me grab my coat.
Oh, she wants to go on a date with that guy. Your last date. Because tomorrow the POC's fall is about to start.
When's your tour up?
5 months.
That's not too bad.
I'm thinking about doing another one.
Yeah, right.
It's hard to beat the money.
Just don't forget it's hazard pay.
I wonder how much they actually get paid to work in a planet like this. Probably like you work like 2 years in a place like this. Maybe you are like, you can just go back to Earth and you are a millionaire already. You can start your own business, you can buy a bunch of properties and just live out of alimony. Out of rent, I mean rent, damn it. English is not my first word, my first language.
This thing's fried.
Yep. So what's next?
Good for me, because I'm gonna go to that
We
opening
should
there.
probably check up on the motion tracker out by vehicle maintenance.
Stark fixed that this morning.
Did he?
Yep.
All right, then I guess we can start inspecting the lifts down on sub-level 2.
Oh, man.
Beats unclogging chem toilets.
Just let them go through that corridor and we're gonna be free to pass. You can die very easily as a facehugger, like you can insta-kill one person, but you can be easily killed.
Either of you remember the name of that auditor that was in here last week?
The one with the nice
Yeah, the
ass.
blonde one that was trying to give Eisenberg a hard time.
I'm supposed to review her report, but she hasn't sent it over yet.
Wasn't it Sanchez?
I think it was Sandoval.
Sanchez sounds right.
Who cares about her name?
I'm pretty sure it was Sandoval.
I'll try both.
Ask her if she's dating anybody.
Yeah, he's actually trying that. There is the lieutenant, just sleeping. Vulnerable to be raped by a facehugger. There we go. Sucks to be him. And the door automatically closes and it gets stuck, lock it. I don't even know how to, but that happens, and that's gonna just make it easier for the chestburster to come out without any humans interrupting it. During the second stage of life, the xenomorph is at its most vulnerable. Even experienced things can contain a limited chestburster with minimal loss of life. Because yeah, I mean the facehugger can at least like insta-kill and rape someone in the face, like, but the chestburster, even though he has like a very sharp teeth, maybe some claws that can actually do some damage, he's overall pretty weak. Can be easily killed by just a few bullets. Unfortunately, during this phase, the xenomorph displays an instinctive caution, avoiding eye contact. Worse, if given time, the chestburst will eat, mold, and grow into a full-sized drone. And now we literally, like, we play like through the whole process. Like we have to literally eat our way out of this guy. Like you don't start even this part as a chestburster, like outside, you know. You actually literally start inside of the guy, and we're like eating our way outside. And then we're coming out. Boom. And we have been just being born. Yeah, they probably realized that something bad is happening here, but they came a little bit too late. Feed to grow, find a small mammal. We're gonna find fucking cats. I really like cats, so I don't feel happy knowing that the alien is gonna have to eat fucking cats to grow. Why would anyone bring cats to a planet like this? I'm gonna save, because you can always get detected if you're not very careful here. Here are some of the corridors that we saw in the last section of the Marine campaign.
Where the hell is Cisco?
No
It's the
idea.
lieutenant.
He's 15 minutes
He
late.
is dead.
I'm sure he'll show up soon.
He better.
No, he won't. Have to play very stealthily here. Oh, I think that guy is not gonna come all the way through here. Yeah, he stops right there. This door closed. This here, sometimes like you can get detected by this guy. One ship is going up right there. Oh, he's coming this way. No, I thought something was supposed to be a cat that way that was gonna make him look to the other way. I think I had to come a little closer for that to happen. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Something's out there.
Yeah, there's a little cat. It's gonna distract him for me. When I first played this game, I was playing with the God mode shit because my father just found the shit and decided to have me play on God mode because he didn't want me to die in the game. And at this part, I just kill everybody because you couldn't die, because you can die very easily as a chest burster. But when you have like infinite HP, you don't have to worry about that. I literally killed everybody in this level as a chest burster as a kid. My first time playing it, because you can bite them by just trying to using your mouth the same way that you use it, to get out of the guy's body, you know.
The whole time I've been at this dump, we've been rationing.
But it usually takes like so many bites for you to kill people that you get killed before you can get really many kills, you know, and you cannot restore your HP. But in God mode, yeah, that was easy. So I literally just killed all these guards as a chest burster when I played this as a kid because of the shit. And here is the animal storage area where we're gonna find food. There we go. No, not the cat. Not the cat. Go eat something else.